NCAA tournament's going to be with Sean Miller, it looks like. It might be without players. Let's listen to Jay Williams.
Wouldn't it be a crazy thing if we saw players actually just not boycott a game in the NCAA tournament, but boycott the Final Four? Imagine how quickly the NCAA will recognize that it's just not only a business for themselves, but also a business for the athletes.
How do you hear something like that, Clinton?
I hear a guy who, although I agree with him fundamentally, doesn't seem to understand how employment versus athletic situations work. You can't just equate NBA contracts to NCAA scholarships. Number one, those are year to year. They can get cut at any time. And number two, the money is not in hand. Therefore, the inherent process of protesting doesn't make sense because what you're giving up is something that you can never get back. It is not a renewable source like the cash that comes with revenue dollars from the NBA. I agree with him in theory, but Jay, come on. They don't have any cash. That's why they can't protest.
Right, Sola.
Yeah, and Jay was a brilliant college player, and he played at one of the most high-profile programs at Duke. I don't remember him boycotting anything. He was playing in NCAA tournaments and in Final Fours. Can you imagine a team like Gonzaga that for all these years always got knocked out? They finally made the Final Four, and you have players on the team that said, no, let's boycott now. For a lot of the players, in fact, probably 95% of these players, that's going to be the basketball highlight of their career, going to a Final Four. I don't think they would ever do something like that.
Ramona Shelburne.
I mean, he's sort of professionalizing these players. I mean, you can say that if you're getting paid, if you're part of a program. You know, the equivalent is, we've seen this in women's sports where they haven't been being paid equally and they all decided to sit out. But this wasn't, they're actually paid. Like the national teams are actually paid. They may not be paid as much as they should be, but they're paid. The college players right now are amateurs, and you can't treat them like professionals in this sense and ask them to sit out.
Bill Plaschke.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree more with this. Again, like Frank said, most of the players aren't going to be going pro. They call it one shining moment for a reason. There's not two shining moments. These guys got one chance. A lot of these players have one chance at this the highlight of their life. And to boycott this for the very 2 or 3% that are going to go on and make money, no. I mean, a lot of these players don't deserve to be paid anyway. So no, it's absurd. They got to play. It's March Madness. We'll get them one shining moment.
On the odds makers, 0 to 100% chance that any player makes any type of stand at this NCAA tournament. Frank Isola, I think you're at 0?
Never going to happen. It just
Clinton Yates,
think
0?
About what it would mean for the coaches and the players if they did something like that.
Absolute 0.
Bill Plaschke, 0?
Absolute 0.
All right, I think we've explored this enough.